Hello, this is Black Senior Citizen. I'm in my kitchen about to wash some dishes because I didn't wash them today. So, yeah, I wear gloves. I wear gloves. And I use a lot of plastic forks and spoons and stuff because it's just me living by myself. I got regular silverware, of course, that I can eat with. I got lots of silverware. I just like using plasticware. That's all. Just for myself. I don't need to be fancy for myself. You know. But anyway, the topic I want to talk about, and I would like to get some of y'all feedback about that. You know, I was watching The View, and the one guest on there, she was talking about, she wanted to get married. But she's been living by herself for like over 10 years. Then she would love to get married again. So, she done been through the traditional marriage, to death do you apart. She said her husband died years ago. And she said she would love to get married again, but by her living by herself for so long, she's used to that. She would like to marry a man that wouldn't mind getting married, and we both live in our own household. He lives in his place, and I live in my place. But we still do the husband and wife thing. What y'all think about that? It sounds like a great idea for me. I don't know about for anybody else. But that's what kind of marriage I would want. I would like to live in my own place, and he live in his own place. And we still get together to do the marriage thing, husband and wife thing. We can see each other, every day. It might be sometimes we might spend the night together, but, I just want to be in my own place. And we are both will be faithful to the marriage. Ain't about having no outside man and him having a outside woman on the side. No side chicks, no side man. We just be totally in love with each other, living separately. Living separately. So, that's what kind of marriage that I would want. Living separately in our own household. Yes, I would love that. Living separately. And we both being faithful to the marriage. We could call each other all the time. Visit each other all the time. But we just won't live together. We go on dates. We can even go out of town together. Like going on a cruise, vacations together. That's what I said. All the marriage thing, all the marriage duties, except for living together. We won't live together. I'm quite sure there's probably some men out there in the world probably wouldn't mind that kind of setup. Be married, but don't be living together. I'm quite sure there's other men out there that have their own place and wouldn't mind keeping their own place, continue living in their own place. You see celebrities do it. They have long distance marriages, a lot of the celebrities, the actors and actresses. Some of them don't even live in the same country or the same state. We just visit each other maybe once a month or something. But, I would want my husband to live in the same state so we can see each other often. Definitely. You gotta see each other often. We just won't live together. We can see each other as often as we want to. We just won't live together. It's not that bright in here. I do have a video light, but I'm washing these dishes now. I know next time you use it, but I think y'all can see me pretty good. Well, I'm not really showing my face that much in this video, but you know, make sure y'all comment and subscribe. I want to go live, but they say I have to have a certain amount of subscribers to go live. I never knew that. So, you know, subscribe, so I could go live. You know, I love to go, for me to go live, so that y'all can ask me all kinds of questions. Wouldn't y'all? No, I wouldn't mind for my new friends to be asking all these questions about me. As long as y'all don't ask nothing too deep. You know, back senior citizen, you know, don't mind answering questions, but just don't go too deep. Like stuff like, what color underwear I'm wearing. You know. Or stuff like that, you know. But yeah, I do save containers. When I make a big thing of smoothie, you know, I make a whole big thing, so I just, you know, pour me up a little bit, and the rest I freeze. And then whenever I got a taste for a smoothie, we one of these containers. One container like this fill up a glass. So that's why I say them containers. I don't say ball containers. It's just because this container came with some non-dairy ice cream in it. So I said, oh, these would be some perfect containers for when I make my smoothies. And I want to freeze the rest. You know? Thought that would be a good find. But anyway, comment below. Would you want that kind of marriage? I know a lot of marriage couples now are sleeping in separate bedrooms. But I want to not live together. And make sure, you know, it's not nobody that's far away. You know, no more than an hour away. Don't want them to be, oops. I didn't know that could come through like that. They'd be no more than an hour away living from you. So, you know what I use instead of putting bleach in my dishwater? I use disinfectant. The bleach mess with my lungs too much. You know, I got asthma. So, I ain't trying to have no asthma attack by using bleach. I use disinfect, lavender scent, and disinfect, you know, and it works. You know, it disinfects the dishes. You know, and rinse them real good. So, you keep your dish rag smelling nice and fresh with lavender scent. You know. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. I wish I would have thought about that a long time ago. Instead of having cough attacks from the bleach smell. You know, the doctor will tell you don't use bleach. All like that. Except for maybe in your laundry. That's about it. You know, but a lot of people still use bleach. But it messes up your lungs. It really does. Anybody know how to get tomato stains out of a container? I have soaked this so many times. It makes you wonder why tomato sauce, unless it's fake tomato sauce that's, you know, that they created in the lab. That's like they use food coloring. Because why tomato sauce don't come out of containers? Plastic containers. They'll come out like, you know, like pots and pans and casserole dishes. But plastic containers, it stains them. It stains them. But anyway, I'm going to get on off of this. And I'm kind of disappointed. I wanted to go live. But then I kept wondering, you know, when I looked up on the rules and stuff, you got to have a certain amount of, you got to have at least 50 subscribers. And right now, I only have I think only 40 subscribers. 39 to 40 subscribers. So I have to wait till I get 50 subscribers or more, at least 50 or more, to go live. I would like to go live sometimes, you know. But anyway, everybody have a wonderful time, wonderful weekend. And this is Black Senior Citizen Kitchen. And please comment, subscribe, and share. All right. I'm going to finish the rest of my dishes and cook me something to eat. And probably make one of my crazy desserts, sugar-free desserts. And bye-bye. Bye, new friends. I hope next time I have some more new friends and new subscribers. You know, bye, everybody.